Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans. I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as there are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine.
Halo guys,
So quit
welcome,
worrying and just
welcome.
go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too! Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that they tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. after cold to me.
Looks like she was unfazed by...
Yes. In fact, I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront New Villette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Nervalette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you... I'm thinking... We should try our best to bail him out when the trial... Bail him out? Why? Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, besides, now that the old... Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right! This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Nervilette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas. How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over, due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have...
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy.
Still with Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon...
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I did not sense too much hatred towards me. I don't know what caused this. However, I did find some resentment direct.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can...
I've heard some things, but I'm not rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at...
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. He talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long.
You know, it could be because you attract more... Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Nevertheless, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of what is more important is how the case is perceived. I hope the same won't happen again.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about. Come on, don't act tough. All right.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Nervulette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously?
Thank you,
Were you
guys.
planning to shirk your duties if Nervulette wasn't involved?
Welcome.
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has... Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Isn't that Nervulette?
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. Let us stick to our plan and return to the...
Mending buka ini dulu ya kan. Mending ya guys ya, buka itu dulu ya guys ya. Very good sini. Live di kebun abang tuh, jangkrik lagi konser kayaknya. Iya. Gimana bang, kalian sudah dapat Arkon SMP kah? Bang kalian mantap, satu paket po. Asik, enak sekali. Senjata TPN baseball. Tongkat. Oh, dapat tongkat ya. Lu kira barbar gitu. Tongkat baseball. Mantap. Iya, senjatanya tongkat baseball bang alien. Yes. Asik. Asli ya pengalian ya. Furina asli ya. Tapi furinanya udah dibuild kah? Furinanya wis sampean build ya. Tinggal nyari bahan yang bunganya. Iya, ternyata lagi nyari bahan bunganya, sementara saya juga belum. Kayak material ya, material senjata. Aku senjata aku belum nyari. Aku iya belum nyari bang kalian. Ini aja baru nyicil quest aku. Nyicil quest, nyicil hydroculus. Hydroculus yang dari 4.0 sampai 4.1 itu berapa banyak ya?
They have been sent to the fortress of Merope following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essan has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the
nggak ingat juga bang. Waduh, sama dong.
There is something
Halo guys,
suspicious
welcome
about
guys
SARA,
yang
to be
baru join
precise.
guys.
It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the
Aku udah
smuggling
kemarin
case.
udah
And he moves around
tadi
without
siang
much
sih,
restriction.
tadi siang udah ngumpulin 148. Kayaknya kok 150-an ya. Dari 4.0 sampai 4.1 ya.
Monsieur Neverland, someone claiming to be from the Spina Durasula, he said, and I quote, huh? How did Nadia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out this.
I too am perplexed.
Ketemu Navia. Iya kayaknya. Berarti ini 150, aku kurang 2 loh. Kurang 2. Ada 150-an kayaknya 150-an. Ini kemarin tadi siang ini 148 terus tambah tadi 149. Yang patch baru ini kan kurang 2 lagi, tak urutin mana-mana nggak ketemu. Wah, males aku. Males muter-muter ini ya kan. Ada info-info kah pengalian, info-info biar langsung teleport ke hydroculus.
Hey Nadia, we're here! Whoa, check out all these people!
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marisha.
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great
Yeah, it's our pleasure to begin.
I've wanted to
Ada
have a
tapi
meetup
Discordnya
like this for
lagi.
ages.
Something feels off,
Nggak bisa member.
but...
Iya kah?
Well, let's get back to business. Is there anyone called
Nggak buka
Esami?
member boh.
Yes, that's me.
Info-info pengalian kirim ning Discordku pengalian.
You're Essa?
Yes, Monsieur Nervilet.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I
Tapi
was
pengalian
just
udah
following
member kah
orders.
pengalian?
Orders from whom?
Domenico, he was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meripede.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Alright then, let's head to the fortress right now!
Oh, udah masuk ya pengalian ya. Opo? Discordnya opo? Iki berarti teleport gini ya. Oh, dia kalau cas attack celananya berubah jadi hitam, terus satu lagi jadi putih. Mungkin habis kebelet ngising ya kan.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we made a name for ourselves in this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Oh, Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted
Okay.
I said.
Thank you, Bang
It
Alian.
was over before. To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a
Thank you
conspirator.
very much.
The
Very
fact that
good
the three of
nih.
you bothered to.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at.
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened? Seedring! Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara?
There's no need to worry. Claran is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley,
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. Thanks for the trouble.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something real.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Misi apa ki sing belum tak kerja ki? Anjir,
Two
banyak
parties
sekali
are a
loh.
must for the well-mannered.
Banyak sekali loh.
We once thought the Fortress of Meropide would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all. You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no— Oh, you mean Risley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
Oh iya, banyak suara jangkrik ya.
How he's like with the people here.
Banyak suara
Do they
jangkrik
also look
pengalian.
the same guy we do, or is he a— Yeah.
Excuse me, did I hear?
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she—
Excuse me, is someone passing by?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't seem—
Oh, did you hear my call? They...
You're inside the— why are you hiding in here anyway? If
Why are
we
you
hadn't happened
hiding?
to pass by, you—
Enggak hiding cowok
Bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for
diculi ya
now?
kan.
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do—
No, it was nothing quite that.
Just your— Wait, Paimon gets it. Something must have happened to your hair. Sorry. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away.
I think you may have. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But, well, when I came to, it was gone. It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
Wih, banyak sekali questnya. Males ini lah, tanda jadi males cuy. Apa kita mending cari hydroculus saja bang? Kita cari hydroculus yuk. Oh yang sini belum kebuka guys. Berarti kene ning kene wae sing cedhak. Banyak quest, banyak primo iya. Tapi si Furina ini bagusnya C berapa bang pengalian? C2 udah bagus kah C2? Boleh. Furina ini bagusnya C berapa? C2 udah bagus kah? Dah. C2 udah OP katanya. Oke C2, kita C2 ini ya pengalian nih. Gimana kita C2 in kah pengalian? C2 ini apa sih C2 nih? C2 selama durasi ini langsung meningkatkan fanfare ki sing gitu. Fanfare sih yang mana sih? Talent ultine gaskan C2 tapi primone udah membau ini. Explore brutal kalau begitu. Iya, explore brutal. Explore mati-matian. Hiroi primoku memprihatinkan, udah habis. Tabungan primo udah habis bang. Tabungan primo udah habis ya kan. Kocak. Wah ada ini baru ya. Iya bagi gunanya ini. Oke. Nanti aja kita lihat. Iya kita harus explore brutalan ini bang. Wah lumayan nih kupu-kupu yang sangat lumayan. Satu lagi mana cuy? Kita ambil lah. Aduh, hilang. Oke, sudah kebuka. Tinggal nyari hydroculus. Ayo kita lemburkan hydroculus bang kalian. Hydroculus kita lemburkan. Streamnya muter-muter kah? tutup. Masih mutar-mutar kah pengalian streamingnya? Koneksi error. Koneksinya error. Masih mutar-mutar kah? Di sini $250-an dapatnya furina senjata Jin, iya kah? 250 apa ini? Full atau primo? Berarti sekali gacha dong.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Keren. Di sini ada ya kan, ada. Kita cari hydroculus. Kita pakai venti.
Brace yourself.
Bantuan ubur-ubur. Melayang lah. Nice. Terus kita ke sini. Kita kesini pengalian. Reset stamina nya cepat menebis. Padahal udah pakai 2 Nemo ya kan. Sini udah. Kita menuju sini guys. Masih nge-lag kah? Masih ngelek kah bang kalian? Satu 144 masih buffering. Buset dah, berarti punya aku ini. Jaringanku ini. Jaringanku di sini tertulis YouTube tidak menerima cukup. Kok iso ya kan? Nggak tahu nih, YouTube berat sih masalahnya. YouTube lebih seneng live di TikTok aku bang, lebih ringan. Itu di sini. Lebih seneng di TikTok aku, lebih ringan masalahnya di TikTok itu.